Mr Speaker, following the Security Minister's statement to the House on Monday, the Prime Minister updated Parliament yesterday following the CPS's clarification that the Government was able to publish the witness statements of the Deputy National Security Advisor. As the Prime Minister said in the House, he carefully considered this matter and, following legal advice, decided to disclose the witness statements unredacted and in full. I want to reiterate, Mr Speaker, as the Prime Minister said yesterday, that under this Government, no Minister or Special Advisor played any role in the provision of evidence. The Prime Minister cannot say if that is the case under the previous Government, but I once again invite the party opposite to clarify that. Having
very much, Mr Speaker. It does seem to me that the issue is this. Given that all of the deputies...
Mr Speaker, it is clear from this evidence, which all can now see, that the DNSA took significant strides to articulate the threat from China in support of the prosecution. The decision to proceed, as the Prime Minister made it clear yesterday, was taken purely by the CPS. It is also clear that the three statements are constrained by the position of the Conservative government on China at the time of the alleged offences. Mr Speaker, as the Security Minister said on Monday and Mr Speaker, as the Prime Minister said yesterday and the Security Minister on Monday, this Government's first priority will always be national security and keeping this country safe. We wanted this case to proceed. I'm sure all members of the House did, and I know you did too, Mr Speaker. We are all profoundly disappointed it did not.
Why didn't the Government give the CPS what it was asking for? Nobody is disputing that there's plenty of evidence. The witness statements are shocking. They tell us that China is conducting, quote, large-scale espionage operations. Cash is said to have told Berry in a message, "You're in spy territory now." Yesterday, government sources briefed The Guardian that, and I quote, civil service decided that decisions should be done independently of ministers. No, Mr Speaker. The civil service does not get to decide anything. Ministers decide. The Prime Minister was not some helpless captive, unable to make sure that the CPS had what it needed. He knew and he decided not to help. Why?
Thank you, Mr Speaker. Thank you, the Minister, for that.
In conclusion, Mr Speaker, this House needs to know what was asked for by the CPS, why it was refused, and we must see all the correspondence and the minutes. If they won't publish the China files, people will ask, what has this Government got to hide?
Thank you, Mr Speaker. I'm pleased, obviously, that the Government has published the witness statements last night, but clearly there are a lot of questions yet to be asked in terms of how this came about, what evidence was there that maybe not have been shared, but other evidence that perhaps wasn't asked for. The Joint Committee, we met this morning to discuss the situation, and we're going to hold a formal inquiry into the issue. Just to remind members, that committee comprises the Foreign Affairs Chair, Home Office Chair, the Justice Select Committee Chair as well. So we are well covered for this. But really, I just want to ask the Minister, we will be holding this inquiry as soon as we possibly can, and will he give his commitment that we will have access to ministers and civil servants or whoever we wish to come before us?
May I start, Mr Speaker, by saying very briefly quite how this feels. My home has been broken into, my files have been ransacked, somebody has been put in my office by a hostile state, and two parties are playing politics with it. This is national security of the United Kingdom. The elected people of Tunbridge chose me. They may have chosen wrong, but they did. The elected people of other parts of the United Kingdom chose everybody else in this House. It is up to them to choose who represents them. And yet here we have two individuals seeking to extract information from us. And the Government's response is not, as mine was, do everything you can to make sure the prosecution works, but no, process. Well, who the hell's side are you on? This isn't about the bureaucracy, this is about leadership. We're not sent here to be civil servants, we're sent here to lead the country and to make decisions. And instead, and I feel nothing but fondness for the Minister in his place, and I'm very sorry that he's been sent out on his, not quite first outing, but pretty close. It is on his first outing to defend the indefensible. Because what he's got the position of doing now is to effectively say that he's not a politician, he's a bureaucrat, there's nothing he can do, and frankly, he shouldn't even be here in the first place. Because that seems to be the Prime Minister's line. Former Attorneys General have got up and they have prosecuted on the state's behalf. This Attorney General and this Prime Minister have said, not on my watch, not worth the effort.
Can I thank you for that? And just say I have huge respect for him, even if that evidently isn't mutual at the moment. But let's see if we can get to that place. Look, the Prime Minister answered the question yesterday. I can see, I do fully appreciate how personally this affects him and how personally affects his constituency and indeed his office as well. I do understand that. I'm genuinely not trying to play politics in this. I'm genuinely trying to tell, I see his eyes raised at that, but I'm genuinely not, and I'm genuinely trying to tell the story of this, of how this has progressed, and to reiterate from the dispatch box the point the Prime Minister made yesterday and the Security Minister made on Monday, that the government's position, under successive governments, but the government's position, particularly under this Prime Minister, is there will be no interference with the CPS in the process of this, and that every effort was made to try and deliver evidence in the way to support their case when it was asked for.
Peter Swallow.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As the honourable member...
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.